into
You'll do it a
it.
little bit like the movie, all right?
All right.
I said my girl in the movie had the blonde. I said, oh wait a minute, let me get my little blonde wig. Go on.
Oh man, that was perfect. Okay,
Yes,
that was
right.
perfect. Okay. So I didn't even put up a poll tonight because we have done this is I believe I want to say this is the second movie that we did under
No.
Bill Cosby and
To make
Sidney
you read
Poitier,
that.
right?
Huh?
Suburbia
He
said, "Oh,
said,
you miss Mabel."
"Oh no, I'm not no daggone Mabel."
Tamika getting her Miss Mabel on. No, you didn't.
You a Mabel girl.
Oh, God.
All right.
Suburbia is crazy. I'm sorry to cut you off. That
It's
was
okay.
just funny to me. Talking about some Mabel.
Well, let me see who's here since we went over there. I'm gonna continue. We got Lemon Kush Pepper. What's up?
Hey,
We got, of
Lemon.
course, Suburbia Jones.
Lemon
He is
Kush.
here. We got Samara. We got Jerry B. We got I think Rashandria. She always comes. She probably watching it on her TV. And Michelle, hey, we got Tyrion. We are all here to talk about Let's Do It Again.
Let's do it again.
That's
Do
my
it
song,
again.
y'all.
Do it
Do
again.
All right.
Let's do it in the morning. That's right.
All right, sing it.
I wish we could play the music.
I
Lord.
know.
I know. Like I said,
Do
the
it.
other channel that I got set up, we'll be able to do that over there. Go over there. Y'all need to go over there, subscribe, because we trying to have some fun with this. They got their channels over there too. And we trying to build our community over there.
I do got one set. Okay, I got.
Yeah,
I
you
think
should
I
got
do.
set up.
Okay, I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, I'm still
gotta
trying
get
to
it
figure
going.
it out, but I do have some videos uploaded. It's mostly the same videos I got over here, but I wanted to get it started so that y'all know.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna work on
going
that.
You know how
extra.
y'all know how
Mhm.
YouTube is putting all these little
Right.
things on us. So now we going, we might have to go elsewhere
Hey, Moses.
sometimes for
Mhm.
certain things. Okay. So
Yeah, definitely.
so this
So
movie,
sorry.
that's okay. So this movie was in 1975, and Tamika, you have the fun
Mhm.
facts. So go ahead and let us know about the fun facts, T.
Yeah, I was saying we don't have that many fun facts because Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier, of course, did 3 movies together, and we talked about the first one, and so we discussed a lot of the fun facts during that time. But what I do have a few that some of y'all may be very aware of, some may not know anything about. You may be like, I just learned about this today. Okay, how come I never heard about it? But nonetheless, since Inga did bring up, let's do it again, do it again. Okay, that's my jam. Some of y'all may not know about that. Curtis Mayfield, of course, did the soundtrack, and we have discussed this when we did some past movies, that he was the one you went to as far as soundtracks went. When you wanted some music done, okay, this is what Charles was trying to do. That beat that be coming in. Okay. That's what Curtis Mayfield was giving us, and he got together with the Staple Singers, and this was a big deal because overall the Staple Singers was a gospel group, so it took some convincing for them to do the song. And when they did finally do it, like Pops, they dad, I think it literally hit the Hot 100
Pops,
singles or whatever, right? And on pop stations and R&B charts, December 1975, and it was literally the day before his 61st birthday. And I know they talked about before being in the studio and him kind of saying to Curtis Mayfield, like, I can't sing that song. I'm a church man. And Curtis Mayfield telling him, God ain't gonna mind. And basically he was able to convince him to do it. And that was like, history or whatever, right? And it was one of their biggest, songs that they had. And I don't think they ever really reached as high with any other song after that. But before that, 3 years prior, of course, they had "I'll Take You There." Okay,
they didn't have "Respect Yourself."
Yeah, they had other ones, but but that was the one that was like the big one before that, right? So then of course, like a lot of people usually say that this is a part 2, but it's really not. They playing completely different characters, even though it's
Hey,
mostly the same
DC.
people that's in there.
And
And
almost
so,
the same storyline.
right. And then unlike some of the other ones we talked about where we say it didn't really have that much critical success and things, this is the complete opposite, where it definitely has success commercial and critically. Okay. And then you had like we said, some of the same people, Calvin Lockhart and Lee Chamberlain, also appeared in Uptown Saturday Night. So it was familiar, faces that had worked together before. And they actually, I think I might have mentioned this before when we was talking about Uptown Saturday Night, but they actually wanted Richard Pryor and Red Fox to play these 2 roles. But then the studio said no, because they wanted someone more mainstream. And Richard Pryor and Red Fox wasn't considered to be mainstream at the time.
No, not then.
Mm-hmm.
Of course not then.
So
he was very they would say vulgar back then.
Yes,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Both
they were what they
of
call
them.
blue comic.
Right.
A blue comic, somebody
Yeah.
talk that. Mhm.
Yeah. And then of course also, John Amos and Jimmy
Oh,
Walker,
that's my man.
they
I
work
love me some
together.
John
So
Amos.
it's like everybody had a pretty much
I
good
love John
chemistry.
Amos.
Of course, this is an all-star cast. And then when we talk about things having an effect on pop culture, we did have Dr. Dre use Boosie Farnsworth, yeah,
and his
inside
skits on
on
the
the
Chronic.
Chronic,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the 20 stack pyramid, yeah.
Warren G was
Mhm.
through the skits, and he was Boosie
Right.
Farnsworth. Yeah,
And
yeah.
of course,
Mhm.
everybody
Everybody
knows that
knows.
the character Calvin Lockhart, Biggie Smalls, who y'all know that took the Biggie Smalls. So it
Calvin
definitely
Lockhart was
showed
fine.
what an
Calvin Lockhart
impact
was
it
fine.
had.
Man, he was
Yes.
fine in his time.
And I
Every time he
believe they
play on
told him he
something.
wasn't allowed to use that name again, but there's another backstory behind it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, as far as the Staple Sisters, and you could say the same thing about I'll Take You There. It was very controversial. Like, their fans were not happy that they did this song for the most part. It got like critical acclaim from everybody else, but a lot of the ones that were, you know how the Christians can get, they were saying this was definitely something that was over sexualized, and
Sacrilegious.
that it was
Okay.
obvious what we was talking about when we say let's do it again. So,
Man, and they got the most dirt going on in the churches with the
you know
people.
how that go. They get
Yeah, I'm
mad at
telling
a
you.
lot of people. So
And they be
yeah,
having
yeah.
kids. Oh man, don't even go. That's a whole nother conversation. 'Cause they a hot mess, but yet they telling people they can't sing these certain songs. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. It's definitely number legends up in this
It
in
is.
this
You
road.
could.
A whole
It's a
lot of legends.
long list
People
of
you done seen
legends.
Yes, a long list of legends. Like
Mhm.
what she was saying, you had a cast of Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby, Calvin Lockhart, John
Mhm.
Amos, Jimmy Walker, Ozzie Davis,
Yes,
Denise
that's my
Nichols,
man.
Lee Chamberlain.
Mhm.
If you watched the Electric Company when you was a kid, that's Lee Chambers. She was on
Mhm.
Electric Company.
George Foreman.
Yeah, it was a guest
Jane
cameo
Kennedy.
from him,
Jane
and then
Kennedy
Jane
look
Kennedy.
good too, didn't
Yes.
she?
Mhm.
Jane Kennedy
Exactly.
look good.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And their jobs, well, Sidney Poitier's job, which his name was Clyde, Clyde and Billy. He had
Oh, and Billy Eckstine is in here too. The jazz legend Billy Eckstine. He had a little small.
okay. Yeah. So Clyde is the a milkman, and Billy is a factory worker, and he basically works the forklift, which he's not that good at. He's not that good at with that. And Jane Kennedy,
no, he would have been good if he wasn't so busy looking at Jane Kennedy's legs.
Right.
So go on and tell us about that. Go on and tell us about that.
I'm saying he's so busy, can't look. Jane Kennedy, she work in the personnel department at the construction site, I'm assuming, and she coming out there to take care of some business, some paperwork or something. He's so busy looking at all the men was looking at her legs, looking at her shape, and he's so busy looking at her legs that he crashed into a thing where all the stuff come crumbling down on him. It was hilarious. I mean, it was embarrassing, you know. But
she was laughing at him too.
He was laughing at him. You know all the members. Listen, if you walk on the construction site with that little short skirt on and them high heel shoes, you know these men gonna look at you.
And you got a little dip in your hip. Okay.
Yeah.
So now they're going to find out about a loan they was taking out and they would decline. So this is where everything starts. They have to get money for a building fund for their lodge that they are in. So it looks like it's a Masonic lodge.
It's like I think they Masons, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna it looks like they in a Masonic lodge. Oh, wrong page. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, but it looks like they're in a Masonic lodge and they're basically trying to get money for this building fund.
Right.
And they got an idea. Since this is not going through, they already had it planned. He already had this in the chamber though. Once he knew that they was going to New Orleans for the weekend, they didn't tell everybody they was going to this fight. And they're gonna go see a sparring session and decide what they're gonna do from there. But they're gonna take their wives. So basically, it was supposed to be a weekend getaway with the couples.
I got a quick question. Wait a minute. You said this was 1974, 75, something like that.
74.
Okay. He said
no 75. My bad.
75. Okay.
Yeah, 75.
All around the same time frame. Anyway, he told his wife he sold the car, he sold the furniture, he sold something else, and he had $2,000. You know something? I wish we can go back to 1975 because if you sold all that stuff and that was a lot of money for that time. $2,000. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. And then they had 20 to go gamble with.
That's right, because they was taking the money from the
from the lodge.
From the lodge.
For the building fund.
Right.
The building fund.
I bust out laughing when he said he sold all this stuff. He said, I sold this, I sold that. And they made it seem like he had a lot of money. But that was a lot of money for that time.
It was. Yeah. So they did their sightseeing in New Orleans. And there was a little hot and heavy discussion. Y'all know what y'all asked me when I play the clip, y'all gonna know why I snatched it.
The truth. Oh, I know, but
wait, hold on, let me start it from the beginning.
And tonight I'm gonna lay a blockbuster on you. Tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have a block for you to bust too, baby. So you better bring a whole lot of hammer.
Have a hammer will travel and go deep.
The hammer.
Well, it's the truth. Well, I know, but I certainly wish you two would stop putting your business in the street like that, and that's all.
I didn't know you was such a prude.
Yeah, she was such a prude.
She was so uncomfortable with that conversation. It's like we all grown.
She was looking around to see.
Yeah, I know, but other people don't gotta hear. Other people don't gotta know.
I would have talked it right back if that was my man.
I had a friend that's like that too. She don't like talking about sexual things. So I mean, everybody's different.
Right.
So let me ask y'all ladies this question. Did this movie, we usually ask this question when we do the throwbacks. Did this movie transition well or translate well into these times?
No.
Okay.
I would say 80% of it did. 20% we would have to get rid of it. Wouldn't be able to be
some language in here that we can't say now. Some things that John Amos has said.
And that was making me kind of cringe. I was like, no, that would not be able.
And it was no, it was no big deal. But because if I'm not part of that community, if I'm part of that community, I'd be offended. But I'm not, so it didn't offend me. But I can understand why it don't translate now. But it wasn't a big deal back then.
It wasn't. That was just something that was said.
It was just something that was said. It wasn't that big of a deal. And then just little things, what I'm saying. And because also now that all them allegations came out about Bill, so him talking about the ham.
Yeah, that definitely would come to somebody's mind. But compared to some of the other ones that we reviewed, I don't think it's the worst. But I definitely was like, if this was made right now, that would have to be cut.
They would have to change a lot of things in the as far as the thing. Certain things had to be cut out of that and rewritten.
You could change
Yeah,
it.
they could do the same
You could
story.
change
but
it
just
from
change-
that to clown or something
Yeah, they
like
had to
that,
do.
or
They had to.
sucker.
Yeah,
That's all you. I
Mhm.
mean, that's an
They just
easy
had to
fix.
clean it up. They just had
That's
to
a
clean it up.
voice, so you get somebody to go in and like they do. You know how when you see certain shows on like a regular net, when you be like, I know darn well they ain't say that in the real thing.
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah.
something like
And I don't care. Well, I don't want to say the way I don't care, but even with all the stuff that they saying that Bill Cosby did, didn't do, whatever, this man is a legend, okay? A comedic legend. And you cannot take that away from him. I don't take it away from him. I'm not cutting him off and never looking at his work and never going to listen to his comedy because of some things they said. And if he did it, if they say he did what he did, then he got to deal with that with the Lord and other stuff. But this movie, he was fantastic in this movie. So
I say right now with as far as this, I say separate the man from the art.
I always
from his
do.
and that's where I'm at with it with this.
Yeah, me too. That's how I do with all these people. If
Yeah,
that's the case, we wouldn't watch nobody. You know, you start
exactly.
digging it, you start digging
The way Hollywood is doing black people, they want to make it like that where everybody's legacy is messed up, and we gotta wake up. We really have to wake up, and you know, I know wrong is wrong, but I say try not to separate the art from the person from the art. I try to do that with things.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to.
I'm gonna say some people I do that with, and some people, me personally, I just can't find myself doing it. I try, but it still pop. Once it pop in my head, if that's on my mind and I'm not thinking about what I normally was enjoying, then there's a wrap for me. So
Oh yeah,
it
yeah, I
depends
get
on the
that. I get
situation.
and it probably depends on especially what they did too.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially really what they did. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's a lot of controversy behind him.
It's a lot.
That,
Yeah,
so,
it really
like,
is. Yeah. But I didn't think nothing about it really when I just said, man, this man is a genius. I mean, he was great in his day. You know, that don't mean that the person behind the closed doors might have been a real creep. But on camera,
yeah, I'm not talking
camera,
about him specifically, but I'm just talking about in general. Like I grew
just
up
in
on
general,
the Cosby Show. I still watch the Cosby Show.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, you know.
All right. So moving on. So we're gonna get back to the show. And now that they're in New Orleans, they go to this sparring session and they see how bad Bootney Farnsworth is. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all in advance. I might make a mistake and call Jimmy Walker character Farnsworth Bentley because I feel like they got it from this. Anywho, moving on. Because you know the Farnsworth Bentley, but his name is Bootney Farnsworth. So
yes.
they
probably I'm sure that it came from that.
Yeah,
he ain't just come up with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so they see his sparring session. They go look at both boxes, and the way it looks, 40th Street Black look like he gonna knock Bootney Farnsworth into into next week. So it's not good. So they're figuring out what they're gonna do. So they're gonna put the fix in on this, but neither parties know that the fix is taking place. Tamika, you wanna share what's next with this and how they get to Bootney?
Yeah, this had me cracking up because the wives was like, ain't no way this boy gonna be able to be no damn body. He was horrible. And then just when you looking at him, even though looks could be deceiving, you know, they say the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But he was just like a hot mess. So you know, of course they was trying to, you know, maneuver and be able to have him do his thing. He had to talk him into it because he was saying he really didn't want to do it and he hadn't did it since being in the war or whatever. And then I forget, but he brought up some other time that he did do it. do it besides that.
Oh,
But now
yeah,
we
they did
all
it to
in.
one of the lodge, to one of the
Right.
lodge members. They made
So
up like a chick.
hey EJ.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh Lord, another one
Hey,
you haven't
EJ.
seen, EJ. You gotta
I
catch
know,
up on
EJ, you
these
gotta
movies,
catch
girl.
up on this one. She said she was watching a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's free on YouTube.
We gotta
I
give you a
meant to
list,
put that
EJ,
in
of
the-
movies to
Yeah,
catch
we
up
gonna
on.
have to definitely give you a list.
Yeah, I meant to put that in the community tabs that it was up. So
Yeah, you could watch this and Uptown Saturday Night on YouTube. But yeah, they basically, want to try to get close to him so they can, go ahead and do what they want to do with him so that, of course, the bigger picture is for them to be able to win this money since they couldn't get their loan. And of course, we got to try to maneuver, what's his name? Biggie Smalls against Kansas City Mac and make,
well, they're fighting over territory right now. Kansas City Mac and Biggie Smalls, they're fighting over territory because Biggie Smalls is the younger generation, and he's coming in with college educated dudes, and they like, I guess they doing the numbers and the gambling, and they really they moving in and they taking over, and Kansas City Mac is trying to hold his position right now with this. So they have betting, they have their bookies.
Yeah, booking,
which involves gambling, y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we need to try to place bets with each side.
And what's so crazy, all this stuff is legal now. All that sports betting and all the gambling.
They make big money off of it.
Casinos popping up in every city across America. I mean, there's all, and you got the lottery, all that. So there's all legal. Yeah.
All right. So now that they basically they get in his room, they find out where his room is, they do a press conference, and then they're gonna come back and they're gonna have to put the fix on Bootney. So they come to his room. Why don't you tell me about
so
this?
crazy.
So who, Inga, you start.
He come into the room and he got the little bell, the little ding ling ling ling, and hypnotize him, tell him he gonna be the greatest boxer, he gonna knock him out and all this sort of stuff. But then when they was getting away, what was the reason why they couldn't go out the front door? Oh, they had this. Oh, it was somebody was sleeping in the.
They went in his hotel room.
No, but when they was, because I was like, why they couldn't get out the front door? Why were they climbing out the window?
They had to climb out the window because they snuck in his room and the police is outside.
Yeah, the police was outside.
See, the police the police is outside guarding his thing. So they look when they went up there, they went up there to do a surveillance of everything and figure out how they gonna do this, when they gonna catch him and how they gonna catch him.
Yeah.
And they figured they was like, look, we
they was always climbing on the sides of the damn building.
They get all the sheets, tie the sheets together, climb down the window. I mean, that was so dangerous. I mean, but yeah, they did that, and when they ended up no, that's not the scene I'm thinking of. I might be jumping ahead.
Well, they got in here, but they had the sheet falls.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's the part that had me cracking up. And they had to go in this lady's
window, but they waited till she went in the shower.
Oh, okay. No, I'm at the right part.
That's the part that had me cracking up when the sheet fell and they both looked like.
Yeah, and then she reached her hand over and she felt something. If I felt this hairy beard, I'm gonna think it's a rat. You know.
Yeah, but it's a reason why she was quiet like that, Tamika. You know why?
Because she was married.
Yup. Yeah, that's why she don't know. Shoot, that might have been her husband. The way she felt that did, because she felt scared. But I guess we know she's not married to a black man.
Right.
So I thought this part
that was hilarious. And then when they was trying, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, I was gonna say then when once they got found out that they was in there and he was trying to play it off like, oh, we from the hotel manager and who are you? And then the guy said, I'm from the hotel manager. He's like, oh,
I
okay,
am
well
the
come
hotel-
He said, I'm
yeah,
the
I
hotel
am the
detective.
security.
Your
He said the
detective,
hotel
that's what it
security.
was. He said, well,
Yeah.
take us downstairs. He didn't want to take him downstairs because he don't want to have that miss. So they both kind of in a position where it's like,
Right.
yeah,
If
Yeah.
neither one of us.
I believe if Billy didn't see that wedding ring,
Uh-huh.
he's very observant.
Yes.
He saw the ring. She looked like a cat that swallowed the canary. They
Right.
gonna let them walk out that door.
Mhm.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So they basically got over. But then they go to see him the next day to
Mhm.
see if
fired up.
everything worked. He was like,
Right.
we're gonna take a look
Yeah,
at
that
yo.
part was funny too.
We're
He
gonna
was
take a look
fired
at
up.
that.
Mhm.
Hold up. Wait, I know I got it.
Yes, Sharon, that is Sidney Poitier, baby. He directed this and he also starred in it. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. That jumped ahead. This was when they went to the practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they went to the practice and they
Mhm.
saw that,
Yeah.
even the dudes at the table was shocked when he knocked dude out because they
When
so
he
used
knocked
to him hitting his behind.
when he knocked the punching bag went flying through the window, okay, and then the heavy bag went flying through the wall. I mean, that was he had a whole lot of strength. That was hilarious. You on mute?
The night before, I was like, he was like, "Am I gonna win this fight?" He said, "Man, he's gonna beat the mess out of you or something like that."
No, and what about the trainer? He fainted and fell out on the ground.
Because he told them just the night before, like, this guy's really gonna hurt you.
Yeah,
and then you
well,
see this
they
the
never
next
see
morning.
him like they never see him like this. So
I know.
that's why them guys was over there playing cards because they just thought that he wasn't gonna make it anyway. So
Yeah, come on, man. He was over here breaking walls. All of a sudden, he had the bag flying through the window. It's like
that was hilarious. I'm like, he got all the strength overnight, you know.
Mm-hmm. So
That's
they
some
know they
powerful
plan work.
hypnotism.
When he did like this and this, I was like, they plan is working.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on. Yo, what did y'all think of they get-ups when they went in here to place the bets?
Bill's looked ridiculous. I mean, Clyde's looked ridiculous. Okay.
No, that's Clyde. He
which one?
he looked like a super pimp with that cape and all
No,
that.
who was with Bill Cosby's?
yeah,
name?
His
was
name is
Billy,
Billy, okay.
and his
Billy
was
looked
over the
ridiculous.
top. I mean,
He
Clyde
with the
was
little-
working his outfit, even
with
though
the
it
little
was giving
knickerbockers
pimp.
on, and he looked ridiculous. And then when he had the gun and the gun went down into his pants, he had to unzip his pants. I mean, unzip it and get the gun out. That was just.
Oh,
it
I
was
was
just
like,
funny.
he don't look. They was looking like, yo, you don't even know what you doing with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
He could have shot his main muscle off.
That's right. That was wild.
But they take his bet, and he's telling them they're from New York, and when they're really from Atlanta. So they saying one is saying they from New York, the other one's saying they from Chicago. So they not even saying from where they really from. And he goes to make. I wish I would have got the whole outfit because them knickers had me like with the socks and the. Yo, he dressed like a clown, yo.
But some people was wearing outfits like that hat and them glasses and stuff.
Yeah.
It was okay till you saw the bottom part.
I know he was okay from the top up.
Yeah, but them little knickerbockers and his knees and his the socks wasn't one sock up, the other sock half hanging down, and the gun go down into his pants, and it was just he just looked crazy. And they
Yeah,
all
that
looking
part
at
had
him
me
like,
cracking up. I wondered how many takes they had to do because I know they want to bust out laughing.
You
yeah,
can't tell me they ain't laughed the first time
yeah,
he walked up in
Mongo
there with
Slade.
that stuff on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mongo Slade. That was his
Yeah,
name.
that was his name.
And then y'all see the daddy uh from Black Caesar, Halib and Harlem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the
yeah.
other man over here with the glasses, he played on not the Mac, but he played something on one of these other movies that's on our list. I just can't think right now.
I
Yeah,
don't
he
know if
been
it was Black Caesar. It might have been the second one that he was in.
with the
Hell up
daddy
in
with
Harlem
the daddy with the tie on. That's the daddy from Hell Up
from
in
Black.
Harlem and Black.
Uh-huh.
He did yeah, but the other guy who had the glasses. He played on something. He's in one of our movies on our list. Just can't think of his name right offhand.
Right.
But there's a lot of legends in here, a lot of people.
Yes. So they take their bets, but he's like usually he don't even do business there because that's his restaurant. He got you seeing sophisticated stuff here. When somebody can have a phone at their table when they at a restaurant, that was saying he was making money. And
Right.
he had a phone in his car.
Mhm.
He also had a phone in his car. Kansas City Mac. He also had a phone in his car. That was stuff you didn't see. And if you saw that, you know you was dealing with a baller back then. Okay. So now the fight happens, y'all. Tamika, what did you think? What did you think of the first fight? It went off without a hitch. What was the what was your thoughts on this whole entire thing?
Yeah, definitely did go off without a hitch. I mean, he did what he needed to do. He was socking the hell out of him and put him down quick. Everybody was shocked. Of course, nobody's expecting this. Everybody's, basically betting against him. They happy as hell. They like, okay, our thing worked. We gonna hurry up, go get our daggone money, tell the wives to pack it up.
And get
And
on out
so
of
we could get the hell out of town. And it was crazy because Zagon Farnsworth don't even remember doing this. He ain't even get to enjoy the fact that he did it. He talk about, I'm the champ. Wait a minute. They say,
he couldn't even believe
we
it.
couldn't believe how you was in practice and all of that. Yeah, so he definitely did what he needed to do.
But we got Kansas City Mac. They pissed off now.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they wasn't expecting to have to pay them their money. Of course, when they came, they was trying to talk crap like, if we lose, we pay up. If we win, we want to have our money. It better not be no games. And they like, nah, you get your money. But they was definitely not expecting them to actually win and actually have to pay them the money.
So,
yeah, he realized it was a con.
Yeah, he didn't catch on immediately, but he was like, something going on, make sure you watch them, follow them, see what's happening there. He definitely
because they want to know what's going on.
When they went, I think he figured out when they went to the party.
Yeah, once they was at the party and the manager is who was he? The manager,
what made them figure it out because the
he
manager
kept going on and on and on. He was running his mouth too much. Like I know you excited, but yeah. It was like he was in a trance. He wasn't even I don't know. It came out of nowhere. I was like, damn it, shut up.
I know. And he said, look, they put the fix on and we trying to find these people. So it's 6 months later.
Yeah, 6 months. So they thinking they got away with it.
Yeah, they thinking
they
got
almost did. They thinking they did. Yeah.
And of course, Elder's happy. Ozzie Davis, of course, was Elder Johnson. He like, listen, we got our new place. We doing good. We got the money we wanted. They was tearing that food up. That chicken sounded mad crunchy.
Oh no, yeah. They was chewing on lettuce, eating everything, eating the chicken.
At first, I thought they was vegetarian with all of that lettuce I seen.
Yeah, no, and while he was holding the lettuce up, like if that was supposed to hide him, and he was trying to signal, that part was funny too. Yeah, because they was not expecting that, and they played it off good. They came up to the wives like, "Oh, we want to talk to your husbands. We got some investments for them."
Yeah, and
They brought them right to them.
even the little grand poobah dude, he ain't know. He was like, "Oh yeah, y'all can go meet up in my office and talk."
Right, giving them the whole setup,
They
and they
talking
was
about
like,
we from a
"Oh,
break, we from a breakage firm. No, I'm excuse
yeah."
me, I'm at brokerage firm.
Right, he kept saying we gonna break, and then he,
He said, "Did y'all say something about money?"
right,
Because now that he's trying to get a fund for the nursery, so now they
Right.
trying to get a nursery
So
built.
they already got a new building. Oh, you said
right,
because you remember he had the new car.
yeah,
He had a nice old little. What was that?
Yup, he
Cadillac
had
or
a little.
something?
He had a Sabre.
Oh,
My
okay.
uncle had that
Okay.
car. That's the only reason why I know it, because he had that car in white with a. The car was white with a navy blue rag top. So I know. I
Okay.
remember my uncle had that car.
And that thing was
yeah.
shiny.
You know, anything that was gonna bring more money, he was definitely gonna be down for that. So he was like, "Sure, take them, of course."
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you could take him as well. When he took both of them and they had this conversation, so now they want to put the fix in to get their money back and to also run Biggie Smalls out of town.
Right. They was like, "How you did that? How, you know, where you learned how to do this same massage?" And it was funny too when he kept saying, "Don't look at me, don't stare in my eyes, don't look at him either."
He said, "And don't look at my boys."
Right. Don't look at them.
because Sydney had the little look on his eyes. He could twinkle his eyes.
And all he had to do was like this with the little listen to the charm.
Right.
Listen to the charm.
And then when he looked at Billy, it was like if he had knocked him out and made him go to sleep, and he was like, "Stop that!"
Exactly.
Oh man, so yeah, now they got the plan where okay, we gonna use this gift of yours to help us and to get us money back, and we gonna basically trick Biggie Smalls now.
Right.
But now they there too watching the sparring session, and they figuring the fix is already in.
Yeah, because it's like you coming back now to make another bet after you already won the last time. Because Biggie Smalls was kind of slow with it. He ain't really, think too much. I mean, he was mad, but he didn't think too much about it.
Now he took it as an L and kept it
right. But now you making it obvious by coming back. So now that got them like, let's pay attention and watch and see what's gonna be going on.
So I like the way Biggie Smalls was dressed in this. Like, what did y'all think about the costumes and the different clothing? I know we already talked about Billy and Clyde's is it Clyde? Yeah, Billy and Clyde's outfits. Let's talk about not Billy and Clyde's outfits. Let's talk about Biggie and his crew, his lady. I like the way they was dressed, but I just like his little style, yo.
I love all the clothes. Yeah, I love the clothes of this time, and even Kansas City Mac. He had made sure it was giving me the gangster movie vibes. How they wear their suits with their hats. What's up, Pockets full of dinero?
What's up? This is the guy that does my intro, y'all. Check him out. He's on Twitch. His link is in my description. Thanks for coming through, Pocket Full of Dineros. He does my theme beat, y'all. He does a couple of my beats. So y'all need to look dude up. He's official.
Okay.
Anyhow, moving on. So they're deciding, they know that the fix is in, so they want to get in this too, and they're gonna start putting bets all over the city, and they want to make money off of this too. What was y'all thoughts? They still see that Bootney Farnsworth has that he's still in his little trance, but Clyde and Billy are gonna fix that. They're gonna take the hypnosis off of him, and he gonna go back to his regular self. So they thought. What was y'all thoughts about that?
Yeah, well, they had a plan all along, I think. Don't y'all think?
Yeah, they had a plan all along.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely had a plan all along. They didn't know that. I mean, you figure if they telling them, listen, we'll let this alone, we'll be even, y'all will get to go free, and we'll make our money back if y'all do this for us. They not expecting for them to do nothing to underhand them again, because they was like, yeah, we'll go with y'all, we'll do this. We definitely rather go to New Orleans and do this for you than end up in the damn grave. So
That's right. You said yeah. Right. So he trying to I keep on want to say Sydney, but what's his name again? Clyde.
Clyde.
Clyde running, trying to catch up with him and running
Oh, he
behind
was
him. He could not
Remember
catch
before
up
he
with
was able to keep up with him.
Yeah.
Before
But
the
see,
hypnosis.
he got all that strength now. So that strength is making him, keep going. So
do y'all remember what was the strength that he had of? He said you are going to have the strength of. Do y'all remember what animal it was?
a lion, right?
Tiger.
Oh, a tiger. Okay.
Close. Well, I thought, look, this was funny. He was like, yo, I can't catch him.
Oh,
And he
Lord.
was running through bushes. He jumped up on the tree like he was bionic. It was crazy. So yeah, they couldn't catch him. So they figured, okay, you know what? We're gonna have to catch him at his hotel room. But Tamika, what happened? Let us
through
know.
the window again.
They on the outside the windowsill. Go on, Ingo.
Well, Tamika probably got this better than me, but they was climbing through the window. Once again, climbing on the wall like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And climbing through the window. And
But they got spotted. They got spotted.
Yeah, they
got
basically saw their shadow, saw Billy's shadow, and then he said, "Hey,
all
and
of them
they
came in
they
there. The
did,
trainer,
so they let them
all the
know."
security, everybody came in there. It's like, what's
Yeah,
going
because
on?
he peeks his head in first. He like the coast is clear. They peeking in and tiptoeing in or whatever. And then they was at each door like, what are you doing in here? And then the stories that they was coming up with,
It was a wild story. It didn't even make no sense.
Didn't even make no kind of sense.
I don't even think that was in the script. I think Bill Cosby did that off the dome because it was just didn't make no sense. And he was just rambling. I was like, he was just rambling.
We from the Tramp's hometown. We came to sing him a song.
Right. And they came up with some little stupid
and that song was horrible as hell. And then Clyde just standing there ringing the damn bell.
That's why I think he came up with that time. I think that was an ad lib. Yeah, he just came up with that.
Well, that ended them up in jail, right?
Right.
So they got arrested.
And we know the white cop, he from Black Caesar.
Yep.
That's the one that Fred Williamson took that. Yeah.
So he got he's basically hypnotized him to get out of this. They had to hypnotize him in order to get out of jail.
Right.
And I think this is when he says, from this point, he said, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to this guy. Y'all gonna listen to me from this point on. I got this.
Right.
And he's like, this is what we're gonna do now. So they go to 40th Street Black and they hypnotize him the same way that they hypnotize Bootney Farnsworth. But y'all notice he's using a different charm, right? For him. So now they're gonna see how this goes through. Yeah, he had like a little.
You probably right, Suburban. Yeah, you probably maybe they didn't have a plan up front. I think the plan changed, like you just said, Moochie. Once they got locked up and they had to hypnotize the sheriff dude.
They was gonna hypnotize Bootney where he go back to normal and lose the fight, and they was gonna put their money on 40th Street Black. But now that this has happened. They like, look, we're gonna fix it both, and we're gonna take.
Clyde had to change up everything, so
they had to do it that way.
Yeah.
Look, so now who wanna go with this from here with the fight? Once the fight goes on. And they see everything worked out.
This was funny as hell. And Billy just loved these outfits where he's just he just stands out. But
then we missed the part yet with the wives.
No, where they I was gonna do just when they pick it up because that was the main problem. I thought I had it, but I don't know what happened. You know,
Yeah, because before
sometimes
we got to the main fight,
Yeah.
the wives came in, to
well,
do
they
the
came
bet.
and dropped the money off, and they was like, "Are you sure about this bet?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm sure. Y'all gonna pay?" And they like, "We gonna pay. Do you sure you
Mhm.
know what you're doing? You
And
know you
Denise
stand
Nichols
to lose
coming there popping her chewing gum
a lot."
and got her she got her little disco boots on.
Yeah, you know who had me cracking up? The other wife, how she couldn't walk in the heels.
I know.
Her
And she was scared to death too. She clutching on her pocketbook. She was scared to death.
But I feel like Billy's wife, she was like playing the game, man. She was playing the game the whole time. And let me go back to this. They ended up knocking each other out, and that's like they had a 20-1 odds of something like this happening.
Right.
So now they know that Clyde and Billy fixed this fight again against them. So now they're furious because now they all lost money because they was all betting on Booten. What he said? Let me see. I don't believe they had the plan changed because they could not dehypnotize Farnsworth. Okay. In the innermost reaches of your heart, you are
a tiger.
You are a tiger. So tell us what happened after. Tell us what happened after the whole thing, the whole knockout situation happened, where they go to get their money. She's going to get her money from Biggie, but he like, I'm not giving you nothing till I get a phone call. And anybody remember the scene?
Well, the first one when he got the white vest on, that was when no. That was when Clyde showed up. Yeah, and then by the time he had the blue
this was after the fight.
That's
where he
after
gotta
the
pay
fight.
her.
Yeah. So that's what that was. And then this girl, that was his, she worked with him. And she had to count out all that money. She looked pissed.
She was pissed. You see her pull that hammer out and point at her. She was like, "Will you tell this child to get that thing?"
And she's talking about, I got to call Chicago because I give money. How she do it to me? I get money all up and down everywhere, and I got to call Chicago, and they not gonna be happy.
She was like, "I'm going 10 days out of the month picking up money from city to city."
Yeah, she definitely was thinking quick on her feet and was about her business. Because the thing about it is, they wasn't paying her no mind in the beginning. It was basically like, "Oh yeah, some broad is here and she want to play." Well, okay, cool, yeah, no biggie. Because again, we thinking we ain't gonna really lose nothing. But the minute y'all gotta pay out, now it's a different story. And now we looking like, wait a minute, hell no, you ain't going nowhere. You down with Kansas City Mac. He the one that sent you over here, so we ain't letting you go nowhere. Tell him to come here himself and get this money. So she definitely had it, because she was about to start bagging that money up, and he was like, "No, don't touch it." And that did have me cracking up when she told, "Just tell this little girl, get this out my, that toy out my face before I have to go ahead and show her a thing or two, whip her behind." She didn't even blink, budge, nothing.
No. Yeah, that was good. They had to get the wives in to help them. They had to tell the wives what was going on at this point.
Yeah, if they didn't, they would have been messed up.
They had to bring them in for the simple fact is they gotta hurry up, get this money, and get out of here. Darn well Billy could not walk back in here to pick up this money. They don't even know they together right now.
Right,
so they thrown off all together.
And in the meantime, Kansas City Mac was trying to get them on the phone. None of their phones was working. Then they was like a pay phone. Then they like, "Let's get over here." I was cracking up.
I know.
True. They had, when they came here, before they took the bet, he called Kansas City Mac and he okayed the bet.
Yeah, and that's Billy Eckstein. That's what I'm
talking about. Exactly.
He plays Zach. And he said, "Did you give him the money?" He said, "Well, you
you told me to." Exactly.
You okayed the bet. So and she did look crazy with the wig and all them feathers and stuff.
Yeah, she looked like
it definitely looked like a costume.
it was just her walking in them shoes.
That's right. She couldn't walk in them. Yeah,
She could not walk in them shoes, and she was scared as hell. So now they went and they started looking for
so
them.
she looked like Big Bird.
Wait, who said she looked like Tori?
Yeah,
he said like little Big Bird.
Little Big
little
Bird,
Big
yeah.
Bird.
But when they go running down the street, and this is what's so great, all these types of movies that we've been reviewing for the 70s, these men will go running, jumping over fences, jumping over cars with those hard shoes with the heel on the end of it, like them platform shoes. I don't know how they did it, because I can't even run down the street with no high heel shoes on. So I know.
I mean,
I don't know
not now. I
doing.
used to could. I
Yeah.
used to could run.
Yeah,
I
maybe
used to
in my
run
20s I probably could. Not now, I can't do it.
Only time I wasn't fast enough when listen, I went to family court. And I went for child support with my ex. And you know, usually when they go to court, they got to check in they firearm, okay? I said, let me get out of here because I know this nigga mad.
Girl, I would have probably kicked the high heel shoes off and ran out the door.
Dude caught me at the corner. He's like, you know, that's real messed up what you did. It was something like that. And then I was just like, but I got out of there though. I said I would never wear heels.
These guys was running through all the streets of New Orleans with them hard shoes on and them suits on. I was cracking up laughing.
The music to the chase, I wish I could use it. The music to the chase was the best part to me because it was so animated. You know, I have to look, you know, for music that we could use for the intro. Because you know we can't use none of their stuff. I can't wait till we could start, you know, doing other things where we could, you know, have like a soundtrack to certain things. But
I love that chase and them running in the apartment, the people eating the damn dinner, looking, and then when they came in, they point at the window like, and then when he tried to take her food and she slapped his hand,
he gonna try to get a piece of chicken. But look, when they jumped over the building, and then Bill Cosby, man, he just did this thing, man. He acted like he was falling, and
he split his pants.
The whole thing was just hilarious. It was just funny.
He split his pants too.
Yes. What's his name? Kansas City Mac and them say, yeah, we ain't jumping from the building to the other building. We gonna take the stairs.
Right.
So it's bad enough they beat up the elevator guy in the last scene.
Right.
Well, they beat the brakes off of him. Look, they had him all hemmed up in the corner. I was like, yo, the security guard saw them coming. He just went over in the corner and they was like, well, I like watching funny movies, yo, because it's like a couple of parts in here where I was laughing.
Here that's hilarious. There's a lot of things on here funny.
When she smacked his hand, though,
he gonna reach over to get a piece of chicken, and she said,
She didn't even say nothing. She just like, y'all passing through.
No, y'all don't touch our food. They got the front door unlocked. Anybody could just roll up in there.
They had this plan, so they run into it was a massage parlor that they thought they was running into, and was actually the back entrance to the New Orleans police.
Right.
So Tamika.
Yeah, that was smart.
It was smart. So do you think the police chief was still hypnotized, or do you think that Clyde and Billy convinced them that they was gonna get? Because remember, he was complaining about a boys and girls fund, like a youth hall, youth center. And this is stuff they really don't do anymore now. They really trying to pull back on having youth centers in our areas and stuff like that. And at this time, that's when PAL and everything was involved with
Yeah.
that. They still have PAL in some areas, but yeah, it was good the way he set this up, and they had a foolproof plan just in case they turn around and decide to hurt Clyde and Billy. Do y'all know what the foolproof plan was? Do y'all remember? Let me see. Because I don't want to. I feel like I don't want to be. Okay. Well, the foolproof plan was he had that letter that was in the safe, and if something happened to them, they going down. But they end up getting money out of all of this. Everybody got money. The police got money. They kept the money for the nursery, and they gave them what was left over.
Yeah, because they, like I said, they played it smart. They basically told them, like, oh, well, they want to apologize and they want to help. We know y'all need, the help for the funds. Like, they used everything all the information they gathered to their advantage to try to make it out of this and make it.
I don't know why they didn't keep all the money, but probably it's smart they didn't, because them guys would have came back after them.
Yeah, they would have eventually came back around again, and you want to have them showing up again in the middle of us eating.
Yeah, right. So the police department got 20 grand, right? And they got 20 grand for the nursery.
Yup, and they gave the rest to them. So I thought it was all right. Hey, Sharon. Okay, so what was y'all overall thoughts about this? When was the last time you seen this movie? Because I've seen it maybe like 5 years ago.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I haven't watched it recently. It was funny. I still enjoyed it. My mother used to run these movies in the ground, so I remember, watching them periodically with her, not necessarily because I was interested in it, but later on I started getting more into it. But it was like you was gonna watch what she was watching. So
exactly, that's what you did back then. And these movies my mother watched.
I watched it recently,
but I haven't seen it recently.
Yeah,
so
I did.
Some things I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It was coming back to me
during the pandemic when when it was nothing going on and you stuck in the house. Me and my son was watching a lot of these movies because I got them on DVD too.
Yeah, I got a lot of these on DVD too.
Even though it's on YouTube, but I watched. So that's what we was doing a lot of the times when we were all stuck in the house and nothing to do, and so we started watching all these movies. So I had watched it in the more recent years, and then I rewatched it because we were doing this. So I rewatched it. So and I would watch this again in another. I like to wait a few years and then watch them because then you really enjoy it when after some time have gone by.
I enjoyed watching, some of the old school movies. I was like, well, I've seen this so long ago, I don't even remember it because I was a kid. So some of those movies, it was like me watching it for the first time, but it was certain parts I would remember and stuff like that. So I like that. And then certain movies I will stop and watch just because I watched them with my mom because she's no longer here. So yeah. So what's next on the list, Tamika, with our Sunday throwback, so you could tell everybody so we could get prepared to watch the next one, and who will be doing it?
I think next is 110th Street. I forget what come after that.
All right, so that's
Piece of the Action after that.
Piece of the Action.
Yeah, that's another bill.
Piece of the Action is next, or 110th Street?
110th Street.
Yeah. And Piece of the Action was the last one on the list, right?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I wanted to make an announcement. So once we finish a Piece of the Action, when the week that's going up, which you realize we do it once a month to Sunday Throwback, but we're getting a little rumbles in our subscribers where they want to see more. So we might put our heads together and it might be in a rotation where we do it twice a month if we have time. So please keep y'all notification on. Go to the community tabs. It'll be a poll set up and the poll will be on each of our channels, and then we collectively put those back together again and we decide the list in order. No movie that's on that list that we show you will get excluded. It'll just be in the list of the order of what it is or how y'all pick it. All right. So
listen, Pocket Full of Zadero Beats, Facts of Life, and Matlock A classic. I
I
still
definitely
will put
watched that.
on Matlock and
Well,
rock that right
yeah, with
on
Madlock, I
today.
used to watch with all the old people in my life. But Facts
Yes.
of Life, I watched that because I was a Tootie fan.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
wanted to be Tootie. Kim Fields is my girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Listen.
Yeah, I had the roller skates and the and the and the
Mhm.
and the, and the bang all tight up here. So I wanted to be Tootie.
Yes.
But the
And I
Madlock,
will
oh
watch some
yes, I
Columbo
watched that
too.
Madlock.
Okay.
All right. So what you got going on
Hey,
tonight,
Kendall.
Tamika?
Tonight. Oh, 9 o'clock. I think I will be with EJ. We will be talking about the finale of Daria from Detroit. I really enjoyed this show. I hope they get a season 2. Okay, I guess we got to see about that. Tomorrow, we gonna be doing Road to Perdition Mafia Monday. I hope y'all gonna be able to join, and y'all know the ladies. We all get together to discuss BMF.
Okay, so if you don't know, I believe Road of Prediction is on Showtime or the Paramount channel. If you're trying to watch it to get up with us tomorrow, we're gonna be doing that. So please keep y'all notifications on Tuesday. I'm trying to get together Hidden Gems. I know I was supposed to get it together last week, but man, y'all, I was tired. But we're gonna do it this week and Wednesday. Don't forget, we are doing the next 2 episodes, which is 7 and 8 of Mayor Kingstown. The finale will be done by itself. That's the first season, and we're gonna try to get through this next season so we be on time for June 10th. And I'm gonna probably be doing that trailer breakdown of that, so that way we can make some predictions. So keep y'all
Yeah, I
notifications on.
forgot.
What you got going on, Inga? I
Let me
forgot. I'm
just say
sorry.
real quick. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Go ahead. I'm
Tuesday,
sorry.
is it Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. We doing 5 through 8 of them, and then Thursday, Shirley for real this time. Shirley is the movie night with the ladies, y'all. Okay, if y'all have watched, Shirley, come and check us out for that. And Friday is Harlem Nights. Okay, Flashback Friday. Forgot about
All
that.
right. So keep y'all notifications on. What you got going on, Blondie? Who you throwing in the furnace?
Oh man, so many people can go in this daggone furnace. Okay, a couple of people in this movie can go in the furnace. Okay, a couple of people in the movie can go in there. But oh man, I say this. I gotta keep a schedule. Like Tamika, I gotta have a calendar. I have to start this.
We got you. Got you. We gonna show
Monday,
you.
I'm be with y'all talking about BMF again. Cutting up out that. I don't think I have anything Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm gonna be with you, Moochie, for Mayor Kingstown. Thursday, I don't know if I'm gonna be with y'all on that for Shirley, but if I'm not, I'm in the comments. Then Friday, I think I'm gonna be with you, Tamika, with the Harlem Nights. Yes, and then
I'm coming because we dressing up that night.
Yeah. Okay.
I miss wearing my Afro wig. Anyway.
Oh, you know something? Yeah, that might be good. You can wear that for the Harlem Nights Afro wig.
I gotta do some Roaring 20.
Oh yeah, that wasn't Harlem time. That wasn't. Yeah, that's more 70s. Those yes.
Yeah. So.
But and then Saturday, Booby Traps and I are going to do Fresh.
Okay.
Saturday night at 10
I
p.m.
did that. And when we did what you call it, this was like 2-3 years ago.
Okay. And then Sunday, Candy Love and I are going to talk some reality show stuff on Sunday. Love and Marriage Huntsville come back for a new season. So and then I want to talk to y'all behind the scenes on doing something with me on my channel. So I'll talk with y'all.
Right. And don't forget her BMF.
Look at Inga getting busy out here.
I know. Oh, and then because we don't have no BMF this week, right? So so no BMF this week. But so yeah, and then the next following week we start all over again, and I got to figure out where I'm gonna throw the Shy in there. Where y'all gonna do this? How y'all gonna do the Shy?
We gonna work it out.
Way. Goes right in from BMF. We go right into the Shy.
Rotate into the Shy.
Yeah. So so I'm gonna be cracking out 2 reviews at the same time. I'm gonna be tired.
Oh, and don't forget, guys, I will be on Miss K. I will be on Miss K's channel at 8 o'clock. We'll be discussing BMF. So we're just gonna be discussing little things over there. So please come to Rewind That with Miss K. We're gonna be there at 8 o'clock. And of course, now with EJ, the TV junkie. All right. So anybody else got anything to say?
No, just that Inga was my person of the week this week. Shine a light
Yes.
on it. Hey, shine a light on
Mama,
it.
I
Hey.
made it. Mama, I made it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
I
y'all. So
appreciate that.
all right, so she still got to put up a review. She's putting it up tonight. So keep y'all notifications on. If you are not subscribed to any of us in the channel, the link is in the description.
Oh, I already had my BMF already up. So that
all right. Oh yeah, that's right. She put it
that
up
came out.
yesterday.
Yeah, that premiered. Yeah, so they can just
Yeah,
still
and
go back
mine
and
was up
rewatch it.
Friday.
It's some things on there they can go and rewatch.
So just keep y'all notifications on. Tomorrow, of course, we'll be live with the ladies. Thanks for coming out, y'all. God bless and have a good night, y'all.
Okay.